So, a pretty underrated movie, in my opinion, is Rain Man. It's a really good movie. Not a lot of people talk about it, at least not nowadays. Back in the day, they did. But yeah, so basically, it's about Tom Cruise plays this like stuck up, arrogant jerk businessman, and his father dies, and he finds out that he has a brother played by Dustin Hoffman named Raymond. Sorry, Tom Cruise's name in the movie is Charlie. The brother's name is Raymond. So Raymond is autistic, and Charlie didn't even know he existed because Raymond lives in a home. And so after their father dies, he leaves Raymond millions of dollars, and so Charlie essentially kidnaps him, and they go on this like road trip and bond as brothers. It's a really good movie. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. Um, so it's established their father died. Their father dies early on in the movie, and we don't see him or anything. He's just mentioned a few times, but the mother is barely mentioned at all. Charlie doesn't remember her. He's because he was really young when she died. Raymond is a lot older than Charlie though, so he does remember her, but he doesn't really talk about her though. He just says that her name is Eleanor and she died on January 5th, 1965. Because Raymond, in addition to being autistic, he also has something called savant syndrome, which essentially means he's really good at certain things. Like he's good at memorizing numbers, and it's basically like it's hard to explain. You have to see the movie, but yeah, he's good with dates and numbers and stuff. So he mentions that she died. Their mother died January 5th, 1965, after a brief illness, and her name was Eleanor. That's all we know, and then she's not even really mentioned again after that. So I have a theory. It's not like a big theory. It's not like oh, if this is true, it'll change the entire movie. Like no, it's just a theory that could be possible. So I'm going to talk about it. So the theory is that essentially, I mean, it's not really a theory so much as it is just guessing things about her. So I think that their mother wore a lot of jewelry because if you remember from the movie, Raymond seems to have a fascination with shiny objects. Because when they're in Vegas, spoiler alert for the movie, by the way, when they're in Vegas and Raymond meets the sex worker, he keeps pointing out that she has sparkly jewelry that he seems to like, and he keeps like pointing that out. And then when they go back up to the hotel room, Raymond talks about the sparkly lights, and so yeah, he seems to like shiny things. Um, so there's that, and then another thing to take, and then so yeah, I think Raymond and Charlie's mother wore a lot of jewelry because it would make sense why Raymond. I mean, he could just like shiny things. I don't know, but it could also mean like his mother wore jewelry and that reminds him of her. So there's that. And then another theory I have is that their mother was taking medication because if you remember when Raymond first meets Susanna, um, he asks her if she's taking any prescription medication. And since Susanna throughout the movie was real, Susanna is Charlie's girlfriend, by the way. Susanna is really kind and motherly towards Raymond the entire movie, so it's possible that Raymond was associating Susanna with his mother, and which could imply that his mother was taking prescription medication, which could be possible because in the night, because based on when she died in the 1960s, we don't know Raymond's exact age, but he's like in his 40s. So he would have been born in the 1940s because this movie's from the 80s. So in the 1950s and 60s, it was actually really common for women to be prescribed tranquilizers because back then, like if a woman had, like if she got frustrated or angry or showed too much emotion, she would be seen as like hysterical. So their husbands would get tranquilizers and make them take the tranquilizers so that they would be more quote unquote cooperative, which is an extremely horrible thing to do. It's extremely manipulative. It's extremely misogynistic. But that was a pretty common thing back then. And judging again, we don't see Raymond or Charlie's father in this movie, but based on how Charlie described him, he doesn't seem like a very good guy. So I wouldn't be surprised if he did that to their mother. Um, So yeah, that's pretty much it. It's not, like I said, it's not a good, great theory. It's not really even a theory. It's just suggestions. I don't know. It doesn't change the movie at all. If this is true, I just kind of thought something I took notice of. So yeah, I think it's true. I think so. Yeah, I think their mother wore lots of jewelry, because we know their family's rich, so it's possible. And we also know, and I also think that she was taking tranquilizers that her husband was making her take. Yeah, I know. That's pretty dark, but that was, unfortunately, that was common back then. Okay, so yeah, that's it. What do you think of this theory? Did you see the movie Rain Man? Did you like it? Talk about it in the comment section below, and see you next time. Bye.